No sound, Street. We don't have any sound on it.
Knowledge and route running, and it's really pro.
Shadur, you made it clear a few months ago that you wanted LeJontay in Boulder. What did you see in him from afar that wanted you to have him? Obviously here in Boulder. What have you seen from him? Through 10 or 11 practices.
Yeah, I pulled up his film, and like I said, I was recruiting him myself. I pulled up and I said, yeah, like
they don't like when you do that though.
Yeah, like I pulled him up myself. I was like, nah. We need this guy.
I'm trying to do what he's doing.
This is the guy we want. This is the guy we need on the field. This is the guy we need on this team to make us, continue and continue to just prosper, continue to just be great. So he's exactly what he was on film. Basically, just explosive player, extreme knowledge and route running, and is really pro.
Let's get it going. Let's get it going.
Charlie, you talked a little bit about the posts and the interest that's gotten. Curious why you think that there's such a negative reaction to that.
I don't know. The day I posted is the first day the portal opened, and me as a player, I gotta know how I think. More games you win, the easier it is, to get looks and to get drafted. And I want the best opportunity to win, which ends up, we get drafted earlier. So I'm going to do all I can to beef up the team. And we got a good team right now. I just want to make it easier for other guys to really just feel like, all right, if I want to go to Colorado, it's not hard. Because my dad said he ain't hard to find. Or not hard to find either. Now, Shador is really the pro at that, though. He's been, if y'all look at his Twitter, he's been doing that. So I kind of stole it from him. Let's get it going. But I just want to make it easier for guys to come find a new home at Colorado, really.
It's player-to-player connection. There's a lot of players that's ready to, for sure, walk off teams. So it's a player-to-player thing. So they don't want to get in the portal and not have nowhere to go. So but people are ready though. I have a lot of responses, couple receivers, tight ends, running backs that really want to come. And they're good players, so they just want to make sure they have a home. But it's just better from player to player rather than from a coach to player, because I'm able to tell you honestly I'm able to tell you how we're going to use you in our offense and stuff and how I view you.
Yeah, we answer the real question.
Yeah, that's a part of it, because a lot of players often have they feel like coaches in general worldwide and globally, like they fabricate stuff. So I'll tell you straight up, like, look.
But I just want to make it
better. He improved a lot, especially, you got a new DC going in there. So really orchestrating everything, calling everything, getting the guys lined up, working on covering more and covering the best guys. And that's it.
All right, we can wrap.
All right, Street, there it is, man. Players recruiting players. That's a clip of Shiloh and Shador Sanders talking about a tweet that was kind of put out that kind of, I guess we could say, went viral, and the reporters asked
right there.
But before we get into it, huh?
No, they got a tweet right there. They're right there, huh? There's it right there.
There you go. Defense transfers DM me. That was Shiloh. And offense transfers DM Shador Sanders. This ain't last chance you. And we're going to definitely get into that. But before we go ahead and jump into it and get started, we'll definitely put it back on the screen. This is Hayes Street, man. We back at Deerfield Beach, man. The people out there playing volleyball on a Friday afternoon, man. We hanging out on the beach with the folks and the people. Because my dog over there, he the people's champ. That's D Streeter. I'm your favorite coach up in here. So, Street, what's up with you? What you looking down at, boy? What you see?
She done brought her boyfriend out here this Friday, man. They done brought sand to the beach, dog. Now she out here with some goddamn coaching shorts on, man.
That's all
Come
right,
on,
though.
man.
Hey,
Come on, man. Leave Ted at home.
Man, it ain't the Calendar twins out there. It's the Calendar twins. We have 5 million followers right now. That's all, man. But we got 151 in the building. appreciate it. Go ahead and hit the like, share, and subscribe button. We are dual streaming this on several platforms. So when we tell you these numbers, they for real. We ain't fabricating, in the words of Shador. We don't fabricate stuff. We give it to you for real. Leave it alone. Anyway, we rocking and rolling, man. What's up with you, dog? How you feeling on this Friday, man?
Oh man, I'm chilling, bro. I love it though, man. I love what's going on with Colorado. I don't know how to gauge it. I just know it's entertaining as crap. But yeah, we're gonna get into that in a second, man. And me, man, I ain't got nothing much going on this Friday, man. I worked out a little bit today, traded a little bit in the stock market. Shout out to Cal, boy. Cal hit him for 9,000 today, boy.
What?
9,000 on the video. Cal hit me up early this morning. Hey, Street, I need you, bro. I need you, dog. I need you to look at the chart for me, man. I took that chart and said, oh, Cal, you might have something, dog.
That boy out there
Cal
fishing.
hit him for 9K. 9K. Yeah.
Spank with it. Shout out to a few people in the building. Soft Flow, QB, Really Flawed, Jen J, DS. Happy y'all came by today, man. We chilling. Also, I had a good Friday today, man. I had to represent y'all boys, Caneville. Shout out, boy. Coach was having a bad one yesterday. And then Street hit me up, boy, with the video of all videos. I don't know if he got it plugged up. But I did play it at work, right? Hey, check this out. I played at work, but I was in a train. I had a training today. I played it at work, and I told the people, I'm gonna tell you how crazy people are, like they be believing stuff. I told the people, I said, yeah, man, you know, last year I did a live show, and I had entered, you know, there was a live a game day show, and they let me be a guest host, and I came out and I played it. The first time I played it, they really thought it was me, dog. They were like, no, for real. I'm like, yeah. And then, you know, it is what it is. But anyway, I was rocking in that thing. So I don't know if you got to keep it up. I was in that jam.
You took the video to work, dog.
Man, show and tell. Old school show and tell. Show and tell. Huh? No, I ain't put it on my phone. I put that thing on the big smart board in the training. Huh? I should have probably played it on my phone. They probably would have thought it was me. I told you, Mama, I'm gonna be on TV one day, Mama.
They wanted to see that.
Nah, but I'll say this, man. Hey, shout out to my coworkers, man. They really do support Coach A football, man. Like they really do. And so, you know, that's why I showed it, because they'd be like, cool, how do this going, that's going, all that stuff, man. So shout out to my coworkers, man. They really be showing a gang of love in the building, man. Ooh, we got a stank early. Ooh, Myrick to you for the $10. Coach Street. Huh?
Yo.
Huh? I'm loving it, man. Appreciate you for the $10 on that, man. What you say?
Your coworkers being here watching you, dog.
Man, they be in the chat and everything. They be showing love, man.
Yeah. They think you famous?
They made me famous. Matter of fact, I'm gonna tell you a quick story. So we hit YouTube, in order to monetize, they have certain criteria, and we had to you had to hit 1,000 subscribers in order to monetize, right? So we had the watch hours, like it was 4,000. I don't know what it is now. So I needed 1,000 subscribers, right? So one of my coworkers called me. We all at the crib during COVID. So she called. She was like, "What you up to?" I say, "Man, I'm just sitting here on the balcony with that cane juice." I said, "I'm waiting for one more subscriber to hit 1,000." She said, "What?" I said, "Yeah, you got to have 1,000, blah, blah, blah." She said, "Okay." She said, "Hold on, Coach, 1 second." Came back. That thing said 1,000. Bing! I call her 1K Kristen, because that name Kristen with a K. 1K Kristen. So she hit the 1,000 mark for her, man. So shout out to her, man. Shout out to Kristen in the building. But yeah, man. Yeah. So it's all good, man. It's Friday, man. The transfer portal is portaling, if that's a word. It is portaling. And cats are flying definitely into the transfer portal, but nobody has jumped out of it as of yet that I know of so far as this round, man. What's up with you? What's your thoughts on it?
Yeah, these names getting bigger. I thought it was kind of over, right? You know what I'm saying? I thought it was gonna be all right. This gonna be the sucky transfer portal or whatever. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But it seems like it's picking up steam. like we said, Rashada jumped in yesterday.
Mhm.
Oh, somebody else jumped in today. But it seems like it'd be picking up a steam. Then you got Louisville, which Louisville right now, their spring game is going on. You got some spring games happening.
Oh,
After
really?
the spring games happen, you're gonna have some more guys jump in. Yeah, Louisville spring game going on right now. And then after that, you have more guys jump in.
Mhm.
I don't think it's going to be a star-studded this last transfer portal.
Mhm.
But I do think right now is a time, especially for us, the media, man. It's good for us because it's almost like what the NFL did with free agency and what the NBA did with free agency when they keep the conversation going, when the conversation can keep going after the season. So it's very, very helpful when it comes to what we do. Makes it interesting too.
No, I agree. I mean, it's part of it. As we all know that the NCAA, I think, has to be ratified, if I'm not mistaken, if I'm using the correct terminology. But they have, I guess, implemented a new rule now with transferring unlimited. There's no more undergrad. You can transfer year by year by year, or maybe like we saw some people transfer in the spring. I'm sorry, in the winter in December, and have now transferred now in April. Didn't even play a game for that team yet. But now I believe it's going to be like that in unlimited. And we kind of talked about that. I was on a show yesterday. Shout out to the boys called Back of the Bus, Rawhide, Alfaru, and Law Dog. And they brought that up and we were talking about it. I would like to ask you that question before we get into these players, recruiting players.
What's up?
Their question was, do you think you can build, and shout out to Really Flawed as well, because she brought up program building versus team building. With that being implemented, the unlimited transfers, can people build a program or can they just build a team?
So break it down to me. Give me a scenario. Unlimited transfers. When you say unlimited transfer, break it down for me.
Hold on, look down street. Look down street. We got us some new. Look down street. Look straight down. Easy. Cover your eyes, street. Cover your eyes.
So it's men versus this. So it's men versus girls. So he got him a wild one, huh? So it's one girl, one guy versus one girl, one guy. Hey, get your thumb, man. We're gonna go out here and get in this volleyball. Go on here, boy. Y'all don't want to see the. Y'all want to see that moon out here, boy. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't want to see that dog out there, boy.
A straight eclipse, huh? It'll be an eclipse.
Man, it'll be an eclipse. Man, we'll go ahead and play some beach volleyball.
But she gonna whip your behind. Hey, listen, for everybody here on Hayes Street, don't be shocked one day when you see a fist come through the screen and all of a sudden disappear.
Man, we can take. I think we can take them, man.
That's funny, man. But serious. So to break that down, meaning players can transfer unlimited. I mean, it's super. I guess it's kind of self-explanatory. You don't have to wait a year, or you don't have to the graduates could transfer unlimited. Once you've graduated with your undergrad degree, you really have unlimited transfers. Right now, they're saying a freshman can come to Miami, transfer to Texas, transfer to Georgia, transfer to Minnesota, transfer to LSU, transfer to unlimited.
What you saying? What you saying? Like in the middle of the year, he can just walk out?
No, I'm just saying like each year, like he could just transfer. I don't know how to explain it. I mean, like I guess
as long as he got eligibility.
Yeah. So, like for example, like I said, we just saw a kid transfer. Perfect example. What's the young man that just left Colorado? He's from Miami. Shaman. He played at
Matei.
Yeah. He transferred from Cincinnati in December or January, whatever it was. And he just transferred yesterday or day before yesterday and never played a game at Colorado. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I guess guys can go and basically shop themselves around. And he could go into something like, for example, let's take him as a freshman, right? He went to Cincinnati as a freshman. Okay, cool.
Okay.
It's not working out. I'm going to go see what Colorado talking about in December. I'm going to stay there for the whole spring. Nah, this ain't what I'm liking. Let me see if I could transfer. Now, I'm doing an extreme example here. This is an extreme example, but I'm just saying, right? And if then say, I'm there for the summer. Now you're probably stuck for that season. and then you repeat that process over again for the next 4 years. Like, that's where we at right now. So the question is, can
It was a
coaches?
limit. Before that, it was a limit.
Yeah, when you were undergrad, you only got one transfer.
Only got one
Technically, you
transfer?
got one transfer. So the question is, can you build a team?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, can you only make teams out of that, or can you build a program with rules like this in place?
Okay. Can you bring a program with rules like this in place? Do we think Kentucky in basketball over the last 10 years, okay, did they build a program with all the one and done stuff?
I hate to say this. I know where you're going, but I think basketball is a
Okay.
bad comparison because of the team aspect. We've seen one guy turn things up and down, but this is the ultimate team sport. I mean, we're talking about 100 plus people on a team versus 15 on a basketball team. Same concept, but it's magnified 100 times when it comes to football.
I think
in
building a
basketball,
program, I think
Go ahead.
building a program is just having a system in place, right? And you follow the system. So if you have a system in place and the system involves transfers coming in and out, you know what I'm saying? I think as long as the system is in place, because we talk about this transfer shit, right? But it's not like you're flipping 30 every year, 30, 40, and it coming in and coming out. Like Miami just lost how many kids in this cycle? 3 transferred out?
So far, I think we're up to 7. Well, in this cycle, I think it's
4, maybe 5.
I think it's 7.
5
Some of them
or
we don't
7.
know, but yeah, it's under 10.
Right.
I just said it.
3 names: Trevante Citizen, Jagari Brown. You know what I'm saying?
Najee
Kelly. Right. So those 3 names are the ones that sit at the forefront. The other 3 guys you probably never thought about anyway. You know what I'm saying? Until they broke until they have. You didn't even think about them anyway. To be honest with you.
Mm-hmm.
So that's this cycle. 6 guys are gone. 6 guys may come. You're talking about a team. You just told me it's 100 dudes in the locker room.
Mm-hmm.
So we're talking. I think what we're talking about is it's still like what 20% of your team, 10% of your team coming and going. Now, if you count the first cycle, I think it was a lot more kids in the first cycle, but I still don't think it was more than if I had to guess 20. So I think it has more to do with your system.
How about let's just pull it up?
Yeah, I think it has to do more to do with your system and what you have in place and the culture that you have in place.
We had 20. So the Miami Hurricanes had 20 to leave and 9 came in.
Mm-hmm.
Miami Hurricanes had 20 players in total to leave and 9 came in this year.
Okay.
And so I'll just give you that ratio. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So the leaders on the team, probably Magor, the linebacker, right?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe Popo was a leader. I think Jacari was kind of a leader of the team. Give me some more leaders on the team. The big guy, the big Alabama offensive lineman. He seems to be emerging as a boisterous guy. Restrepo. He's a leader. Jacoby's a Georgia type of guy that leads by production. Horton is emerging as a leader. You see where I'm going with this? I think long as the leaders in the room, right, are standing, which you're going to most times keep your good guys. If you're a higher level FCS, I think you can build a program. This is just going to become something that we get used to seeing, and we'll evolve and adapt like we do everything else. And I think this is how life is. What do you think? You've coached, you've built coaches before. What you think?
So I agree and disagree. Man, I got an eyelash like a mug in my eye. Real quick
Bane,
before I
yeah,
give my
somebody say Bane. Bane the leader. Yeah.
Myrick to you another $10. He says Street Hay or Street Coach. So he flipped it on us, man. Shout out to Myrick,
Oh,
man.
I thought that was a second 10. I know I wasn't going crazy, boy. My
Hey,
boy,
yeah, I missed it at first and then I saw it. Yeah, I missed it at first and I saw it. So shout out to you, Myrick, man. Appreciate you, man. Much love to you. Here's what I'll say. Leaders need followers. It's not the leaders that's in the transfer portal. It's your soldiers. And your soldiers are the ones who do the footwork, in essence, right? I've never been in the military, me no disrespect, but this is probably the best example I can give, being that you have been in the military. Maybe you can help me and walk me through this. But the best general in the world is the best general because he had command of his followers, of his soldiers, right? They understood what he expected. They understood his philosophy. They know what he wanted. When he say go to the left, they know what that means. He doesn't have to spell everything out, right? Because the culture, in essence, has been built. The understanding is already there, right? But it took him time to mold them into that. And then once he built it the way he wanted it, the foot soldiers became his voice, right? Hey, man, don't do that, man. Hey, man, General Street gonna be tripping. Don't do that, bro. Come over here, man.
Right.
You know, so I'm saying to you that yes, the leaders are never the issue. But what I think people underestimate about football programs is that the second string, the third string, the freshmen are the heartbeat of the program, because there are times, we're not even talking major, there are times where a kid may miss a game because he's a little bit banged up. There's times where those guys play a very important part. You understand what I'm saying? And like anything else, the guys who, you know, the pilot is the real hero, right? But it's the guy that's fixing the engine is the real MVP. The pilot get all the accolades. He get all the stuff on his. He got 21 kills and blah blah. But the airplane mechanic is the real MVP because he keeping that thing in the air tip top shape. And I think I look at it that way. And so when the soldiers can constantly go in and out, even the Restrepos are going to have a hard time. Forget the coaches. Even the Restrepos, the Baines, and all of those people are going to have a hard time because somebody got to follow behind Bain in case he goes down for whatever reason. Somebody's got to follow behind. And think about this, you just spent 15 practices the whole spring, strength and conditioning, yada, 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 yada. And now, since this second portal has opened, for example, 20 people are left. We brought up Colorado. They're right now currently 35 people since it's opened up has jumped in. If I'm not mistaken, maybe a little bit more, but they got 35 people. And some of them may not be starters, but they definitely could be contributors. And so that process has to start over again now in the summer with all of those new 25 people that they brought in currently, plus whoever else they're going to bring in over the summer. So it's almost what is spring for? Like spring is to implement these rules and philosophy and schemes, and all that's gone. And I got to redo that again. So that's why I said it's. I don't know if you can really build program. Now, will we adapt as fans and teams and coaches to the system? Of course, but you know.
So in the military, you got the general, right, and then you got officers, right, lieutenants, captains, and then you got. Yeah, if I can remember how this shit worked. And then you got platoon leaders, sergeants, and then you got the privates. We ain't never. Nigga, we saw the general nigga once every 2 months. He dealt with the lieutenants. The lieutenants dealt with the sergeants, and the sergeants dealt with the corporals and us. So that reminds me of when Sion Williams always would tell me when he came to Miami with Tyrone Moss. Man, it wasn't the coaches that kept us in line. It was the seniors and the leaders that made us pass our 100. You know what I'm saying? Our 110s.
Right.
They was the ones on our ass. Like Mike Rumpf was just telling me the story that if you didn't pass your 110, they didn't let you get in the car with them to go out on the weekends.
Correct.
So it was the upperclassmen holding the younger guys accountable because the culture was already set. It was like a machine. And even when Erickson came in, he was like, he couldn't believe that how we worked out on our own.
Right.
Like he couldn't believe it. Like, y'all doing this workout on it, nobody ain't make y'all. That's kind of so it's back to what I'm saying. I think if the culture is set, right? Like if you have any type of culture, that it will be the Restrepos and the Cam Wards. You know what I'm saying? Getting everybody in line, just like Williams saw. Williams don't like Cy Williams. It was so automated when he got there. He seems to think coaches don't matter. He seems to think that it's the players, and that just shows you what type of culture he walked in. So I think if you keep your key, so long story short, I think if you're keeping your key guys, and the culture is set, I think you could build a program if you have enough. I think the biggest killer to building the program is getting enough time as a coach. Shit.
Right. But then that in lies too, right? You think about this. Because you got so much roster flip, and to your point, somebody had to give those players, had to teach those players. Like I'm talking about when you first get to a team. Luckily that was set. But let's just say when Erickson walked in and they weren't doing that, right? Or Schnellenberger or Bush Davis, however it works. Those guys walk in and that culture, that winning mentality is not set, i.e., Deion Sanders, a.k.a. Coach Prime. It's not set. He has to set it. And look at the roster flips that are happening astronomically, dog. Like they flying out of there, flying in, flying out. Can you get a program? A program may not be a national championship winning program, but there is a certain standard. And then that's where the issue lies, right? Like, for example, I'll tell you, in my eyes, a good program, not always going to be a good winner, not going to be winning natty, but Oklahoma State is a good program. Mike Gundy's been there for quite some time. If you don't watch it, he'll ruin your season, right? They're going to win 8, 9, 10 games consistently, right? And that's a good program. And you know, that's just what it is. But can you sustain?
He's been there for a long time, though, right? Then he's been there for almost a long time.
Almost 20 years. If I'm not mistaken, fact checkers check me out, but almost 20 years.
And you think, I think if you can't recruit with the big boys and stuff, though, I think that is the recipe right there. Continuity, building a program.
Yeah.
Programming other people, right? Like, your kids knowing what they got to do. They ain't guessing. You know what I'm saying? Over and over and over again. I think Oklahoma State owns something, even though it don't. Like, what's the furthest we've seen Oklahoma State go?
Oh, they win the conference championships and stuff like that. Yeah, definitely. But what I'm saying is that you don't look at them as, you know, nobody. The first comparison: Alabama, Ohio State, right? Clemson, Georgia. Those are the first 4 names pop out your mouth when you want to make a comparison to an exceptional team / program. But Oklahoma State, is that kind of team. They're steady. Their coach has been consistent for 20 years, right? He's been consistent. And so, therefore, by him being consistent, there's a lot going on to it. And so, therefore, when those players come in, they know exactly what they expect. Here's another perfect example. North Dakota State is a very good program. Their coaches have been consistent. If a coach leaves, they try to hire from within to keep it the same. Nothing really changes there. So when new blood come in, everybody, all the coaches, the trainers, the medical staff know everybody has the same expectation. And I think that's what really is the key in that sense to me, man. But, you know, that's just how I look at it.
And TCU, it walked TCU right into a national championship, right?
And unfortunately, I forgot his name. He didn't even see it. He didn't even get a chance to see it. And he built it up. He built the culture. Yeah, he built the culture up. And he didn't get a chance to see it. And so, yeah, you're 100. Now, do you get teams that come in like Washington and do that? Sure you do. But to me, I don't look at them as a program. more than I look at them as a hot team. You get where I'm coming from? They're a hot team. Bobby Bowden, his longevity, Penn State with Joe Pa. Those guys have been there for you. Gary Patterson, thank you, Gary Patterson. Joe Pa. So those guys have had a long tenure at those places. So the stuff was there. Odell Hagan, who's at Florida State, he know what it was like way back, even Charlie Ward days to up there because he played that. He's a part of that. This, that, and the third. And so I think those days are numbered. It's going to be how do I say this? A revolving door across all teams, and that's going to be huge right there, man. Utah, thank you, old man. Utah, Kyle Whittingham been there for a long time, right? They will put you to sleep. They'll win the Pac-12. Well, it was the Pac-12 at that time, right? They may not be national championship contenders, but they definitely will put your program to sleep. You can ask Oregon, right? Those are the type of things that'll happen. And so, yeah, definitely, man. So we see those are programs in my eyes, right? And then you do have the Bamas, the Ohio States, the Michigans, those kind of programs as well. And that's just kind of what it is. But when guys are constantly coming in and out, in and out, in and out, I mean, think about this in the military, dog. A dude come in to the military, he do basic training, and he leave and go to the Navy. And then dudes from the Navy come in and then come to the Army. And you like, and now your job is to keep the platoon in line. But I'm like, dude, this guy here, he was a seaman. Now you know what I'm saying?
No diddy.
Like, even though it's all military, but it's different philosophies, right? You like how I put that in there?
No diddy, he was a seaman. No, you ever saw the South Park when they were looking for sea? Oh man, that is just I've seen
I've seen that.
Listen, man, let's get into what we was talking about today. Like who's recruiting who? But I want to start it here. Because this right here took a turn that I didn't think. So
what is that?
Let's start it here when we get into what we're talking about who's recruiting who. This is Coach Prime when was asked about his daughter getting in the transfer portal. You saw this? I sent it to you. I just got it out of your text message. I don't know if you watched it though. This is him. This is Coach Prime talking about his daughter in the transfer portal.
Having fun. I'm back to debunking myths.
Gotcha.
Shelomai enters the transfer portal.
Yeah, which was stupid.
Okay. A lot of people.
You don't enter the portal. You get a team. You kind of get a team before.
So for people who think that he just throws kids under the bus, right? Right? He's talking about his daughter, right? Listen. His daughter jumped in the transfer portal, and we was talking, Hayes, and we kind of thought that, might be something to this, right? This is what Prime had to say about it.
That's what I would advise a child.
Let me see if we can get this started.
And I know, well, it's illegal. Come on.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Come on. Everybody knows somebody.
Yep.
You kind of want them to do something, and she has been truly advised.
Okay.
Right.
I was going to say a lot of people took that to mean, oh, well, this means Coach Prime
is
not for long in Boulder.
No, you got to understand. I'm a father, man. I'm a real father. I'm a real man. I'm a real dad. Where I come from, and historically, kids follow their parents. When do parents start following the kids? That don't work in my book. That don't work where I'm from. I'm the leader of the family. So I've been dictating.
Speaking of kids having fun, I'm back to debunking myths.
Gotcha.
Right, here we go.
Shelomai enters the transfer portal.
Yeah, which was stupid.
Okay. A lot of people.
You don't enter the portal. You get a team. You kind of get a team before you enter the portal. You don't. That's what I would advise a child.
Okay, so basically, I just want y'all to hear the first part again. He basically said it was stupid. His daughter jumping in the portal. So obviously, this is a situation where a daughter is a kid doing what they want to do. You know what I'm saying? And not necessarily, and like any other 19-year-old. Daddy said left, and then I'm gonna go right. Now, for the people who think that Prime those kids under the bus, well, he just threw his daughter under the bus. Something he just says was on his mind. Obviously.
Yeah. I get it. He just
There's
he
no
just
arguing
simply
that.
said, nah, I mean, just, but anyway, yeah, I just simply say that the part I definitely agree with is he said you better have a team. That's what we said in our thing was the show yesterday. Don't get stuck. Don't think you're gonna jump in the portal if you're not a highly ranked, highly sought after athlete. If you're a dude that is coming from a university that nobody has ever seen on television, and you were a third string dude, you whatever. So all the thing I'm saying to that is, yes, if you jump in the portal, have a plan. And that's basically what Coach Prom is saying. Have a plan, have a plan. Know somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody. Shout out to Trick Daddy. All I'm saying is, if you're going to go out here and do these things, jump in and have a plan. We see a lot of guys jump in and they do it from an emotional standpoint, right? Some guys get kind of pushed out. But one thing you can't do, you can't force me to sign that paper now. I would just tell you like that.
Right.
You understand? I may go to practice every day. You may not let me practice, but whatever. At the end of the day, I could be quote unquote forced out, but I'm the one that have to sign that paper that I want to leave. That's a whole nother story for another day. So that's interesting. That's interesting. But here's what I will say as we go into the real topic of this and the meat of it is that if people don't think that players recruit players on all levels, from Pop Warner, bro,
Right.
from Pop Warner to high school to college, and even in the pros. Why don't y'all go look at hold up. Let's stop right here. Let's take a glimpse. Take a gander into even NBA. How do you think these teams get formed? We've heard all the story. Boy, the dude called me right after they lost the finals. Called me. LeBron called me on the phone and said, "Hey, what's up, boy? We need you." So I don't know why this is shocking news. I get that it is news that players are recruiting players. But like Shiloh said at the beginning, I'm sorry, Shador said at the beginning, right? Shador said at the beginning, right? What did he say? Man, Wester, I saw him. And guess what? Real quick, somebody clarify this for me. Is it Webster, like the dictionary, or Wester? Because I've seen it spelled two different ways on all different kind of sites. And I hate jacking up people's names. So for all the people out there, the fact checkers, yeah, is it Jonte Wester? Wester, Wesser, or Webster, Webster. Please clarify that for me. And then look, I got Wester. So I got Wester, Webster, and Wesser. Gee whiz. So anyway,
Wester. Everybody's saying it's Wester.
Wester. Okay, Wester. So like Shiloh said, I saw his tape and I was like, yeah, I want him. And that's smart. That is smart, bro. That's what you're supposed to do. Huh?
Right.
That's what you're supposed to do. You are supposed to go out there and find the pieces that you think can elevate your program. Shoot, them the number one recruiters. Hey, I ain't coaching high school no more. Shit, we used to do it. I used to go send them goons out. Go knock on his door. Tell them to come outside. Coach be sitting in the car with the 5% tent. Roll that thing down about right here. Huh? Roll that thing down about right here, street. What's up, boy? What you up to, man? Oh, what's up, Coach? Hey, man, do me a favor, man. I'll jump in this car right quick. And boy, guess what? Da-na-na. Such and such has transferred to. How you think it go down? Shout out to your boy. What's his name, man?
Who? Caleb Spencer?
Crib. The Crib. He posts all the transfer stuff all the time, right?
Crib, yeah.
How you think these kids be going from high school to high school and whatever? And like Prime said on the thing, when they play at an all-star game, they've played together. They know of each other. They had that one little interaction. And these players know who the dogs are, right? See, coaches watch film. But it sure is amazing that Colorado sure decided to what you call it? Get BJ Green from Arizona State. Because them players know, okay, this dude coming. And I'm not saying that being funny. I'm saying like that dude know, like, we watching film. We don't know how strong that dude is. But when that offensive tackle be like, coach, that dude, like, he bench pressing Volkswagen engines. Okay, I need him.
What you say? Volkswagen engine.
Yeah. Straight up. Straight up. Breaking. Miami safety Caleb Spencer plans to enter the transfer portal. Somebody called him. Somebody called him on the phone.
somebody tapped the shoulder. Somebody tapped the shoulder.
Yeah. But see, here's a perfect example. These are the kind of guys we were talking about, right? Wasn't a highly recruited guy, if I'm not mistaken. I remember breaking his tape down, could play. But these are the guys, these are the foot soldiers you need to bring depth and to bring stuff to your team. Here's something else fans don't think about. Practice reps. These kind of guys give the older guys great practice reps.
Right.
See, fans don't think about that part, right? I believe it was Law Dog brought that up. Good practice reps. So how can I get better if I'm not being challenged in practice? If I'm just walking all over the walk-ons that because you're not going to put your one against ones when it's time to, put some work in. So if I got a dude that's a walk-on, and he out there because his mama got a check, and I could just get through him, how much better am I getting? But if I got a young, hungry dude that's he's trying to prove a point, and so I got to really work this dude. These are the guys these are the unsung heroes right here. And then time will give them their accolades. But these kids today don't want time. And that's the unfortunate part about this street. And when I say, and so when people are like, oh, these players need to get paid, and bro, this is where you get underdevelopment from. I know it's gonna sound crazy, but this is how you get
underdevelopment.
Yes. Why?
Explain. Yeah.
Because you are now getting coached 3 or 4 different ways, right? Strength and conditioning is different. Strength and conditioning is different. You might be over there in the bigger, faster, stronger program. Then all of a sudden your body's over here, Olympic training. And it's all over the place, bro. It's all over the place. And to me, I just think I just personally, and I guess I'm looking from the coach at the hat and the whistle side of it, like you got to build the foundation is still there. Learn how to be a practice player. Learn how to be, those things are important because we just talked about it. We talked about it, I think, the other day, Street. All these 5 stars, right? Only 3 of them started last year out of the 39 that they had in the class of 23. Only 3. Only 3. 14 of them
started as freshmen.
Started every game as a freshman. Only 3 out of 39. Only 3 future first rounders started in college. 1 at Miami and 2 at Alabama. Started.
It's football is a gladiator sport, boy. It ain't basketball. I'm sure basketball and them was totally different.
Exactly. That's why I said when you brought that up, I like it's kind of unfair. It's kind of unfair ask. You know what I'm saying? It's a kind of unfair.
But shit, but it would be harder to build a program when there's only 15 people on the team, Hayes. Like coming in and out. Like that's why I asked it. Like I think that's a lot more difficult when you got 6 dudes going one and done on a team of 15. How did they build a program?
And I'm not downplaying it, but basketball is different. You know that, Street. The basketball is, here's a perfect example in basketball. You could play a pickup game of basketball at the park y'all ain't never met and run 7-10 games straight.
I get what you're saying. Yeah.
Football,
I get what you're saying. It's a usually game to play. Yeah.
Yeah. In football, right. If I have my Sandlot team that we play with, and I go get 10 dudes from over there, hey, y'all want to play some football? Yeah.
But you don't think building a program has nothing to do with the actual how the game is played? Like building a program is kind of like what we do in the spring, what are we eating, how do we dress? Like that's something that's different, though.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. And you know what else? If guys are constantly coming and going, you don't even build friendships, dog. You don't just sometimes. It's hard to hold a guy accountable. He just got his 6 months. Let me feel him out, right? Let me feel and see what he's like. Well, no Diddy, excuse me. And so when you say that, you say, okay, By the time you can create a friendship where you could check a dude, right? Like Street right now, when we first met, you couldn't say the same things that you say to me today. And I can't say the same things to
Right.
you
Right.
that I say to you today.
Right.
When Twan put us on the phone and you would have came on there trying to say some of the stuff you say to me, I'm like, who that? This dude.
What's
And
up,
if
boy?
I
Your
would've got
mom's
on
so
the
fat.
Not even that, but I'm talking about the serious conversations we be having, right? Like, hey, boy, get your stuff together. I couldn't check you the same way you check me. You
Right.
couldn't check me the way I check you. We had to build that, and that's what we're saying,
Right.
right?
Right.
We saw that fight between well, I don't know if you saw it, but shout out to all the Colorado Buffaloes who saw my man was Khalil Bentley try to check David Connor. David Connor been in there. The tore his pec for the Buffaloes. Well, David Connor left. But they just met. You know what I'm saying?
What
They button heads.
happened? You skipped the part. What happened? You skipped something.
I don't know how to. They were at the workouts or whatever. And David Connor, if I'm right, because they're gonna fact check me. David Connor was a guy who came from Florida, was at Colorado. I don't know if he wasn't working out hard, whatever it was. They're telling me. Well, Khalil Brentley comes from Indiana, Houston, and he up in his face. Man, I'm here to take your job. I'm here to yeah. He just got there. I'm not saying what he did was wrong by no stretch of the imagination. What I'm saying is, how was that information received by that person? Did that person get
Right.
turned off, or did that person receive it as constructive criticism? But if you constantly got turnover, it's different. And that's all I'm saying. No, there was no lie. There was no lie told, right? But we're talking about how information is received, how things are, right? That's all I was saying.
Gotcha. No, I got you.
That's it.
So yeah, man, we could start it there. I think Shador and Shiloh being sent to the podium, right? And basically articulating to the media, hey, this is why we DM. And to me, when they say it out of their mouth, to all the adults in the room, to me, it has to kind of sound like, well, that ain't that bad. They just articulated what's been going on for years. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But when it's put out there, everything points at Dion. Oh man, he being lazy. Oh, he got his kids doing the work. But I think it's awesome that you throw them out there and have them articulate it. Nah, man. I mean, I'd rather hit up Wester myself. We're gonna have a real conversation. It ain't gonna be the coach, it ain't gonna be me lying about bags, it ain't gonna be all that. And the kids can hit Wester, right? If Wester is at the school, they can talk, right?
Yeah.
That's
There's
that
no
open in the room.
And that's what that's what they exposed. And that press conference was recruiting within itself. That press conference, and like they said, go look at the DMs. Go look at the DMs. I guarantee if he show his DMs about how many players contact them, not him contacting players, but imagine how many players contact Shador on Twitter or Instagram or whatever. It's probably ridiculous, right? Because guess what? It's just like a coach. Coaches get hit up all day. Hell, I get hit up to break down kids' film. Instagram be loaded. Coach, can you look at my film? Coach, can you check out my film? Coach, can you do my film? Coach, would you mind taking a look at my film? Let me know what you think. Coach, can you look at my film? Hell, I ain't even giving out scholarships.
Right.
I'm not even giving out a scholarship. And the DMs be full of that stuff on Twitter and Instagram. So imagine those guys who are decision makers. That's why most coaches, when you email a coach and it say at miami.edu, that's a robot. You're not getting to that dude. If you really think
I email 1,000 of them things, that thing don't work.
No, listen. If you think that he gonna have the same email that he emails the athletic director of the university and the president of the university and important boosters mixed in with your hi, my name's D Streeter, and I really like to be a Hurricane. Would you mind looking at my film, coach? I really like you. Man, get out of here with that foolishness, man.
That ain't how it going down, dog.
Nah, dog, that's straight robots, dog. Straight robots.
Damn, dog, robots.
Nah, man. They got that thing auto set up, man. Thank you for submitting that, man. I'll be sure to. Dog, you can set your email. You can set your Gmail up like that. When people do it, it's got certain trigger things in there. It'll automatically kick them back an email. And they got a timer on it now. You can set it for a day later response. Instead of being instant, it could be a day later response as if you read it. That's crazy, boy. This AI stuff out of control, man. And these
So they don't never check that?
No. You think any head coach in America, out of all the stuff he got to do, is looking at that email?
Damn, you just let a lot of kids down.
Sorry. But I'm gonna tell you who doesn't have it. Hold on. I'm gonna give you here goes some $1 million and $1 worth of games. Shout out to Gillian Wallow. We got one more dollar than they got. Them GAs, them little young recruiting dudes trying to make a way for themselves. That's who you got to hit up on Twitter. Those because they're trying to discover. They are just like A&R in the music world. They are trying to discover the next best thing. They trying to get in good graces with the coaches. Hey, coach, I got a kid tape right here. He's from Biloxi, Mississippi. His name is Shad. And would you mind taking a look at his tape? And Shad come on there, gangster with it. That they ain't heard of. Some guy never goes to camps. He can't afford to go to camp. I'm not saying that about Shad. I'm just teasing. But I'm saying there are a lot of kids that can't afford to go to these 7-on-7s. They can't be a part of the elite, this and that. They may be in a state like Idaho or something. They may be, a diamond in the rough. They just don't get the look and the love. So.
Right.
Yeah. Derek White said they probably do a search for those they really want. They ain't doing no search. They finna send somebody to hit them up directly. I ain't finna go search through my email by no jit. I'm finna go. If I want that kid, I'm going to him directly. Trust me. They got ways to get in contact with him.
Got no jit.
They got ways to get man, ain't nobody did. Man, ain't finna go look for no jit, man. We got 519 in the building. Appreciate y'all. Go ahead and hit the like, share, and subscribe button.
So you hit up the GA. You saying the GA will listen, is what you're saying.
It's more likely for him to listen. I'm not saying he will, but it's more likely that he will listen before you reach the head coach of these coordinators or even the position coach. It's more likely. And even a phone number. Bro, coaches give you a phone number. It's the school phone. The school get them a phone. When they leave, they got a personal phone and they got a school phone. When they finish with the University of Tennessee, that number go there. If you for real, you'll get that other number. You'll get their real number. You won't get the school number. You'll get the real number.
If you for real.
Oh, for real. It's a business, bro.
I remember,
business.
I used to.
And that's just how it is, man. But I think what they're doing over there is for real. Huh?
When I used to be doing those highlight tapes for the shorties and stuff, man, I done emailed 1,000 of them emails.
Nah, you waste your time, bro.
Oh,
How many replies did you get, Street? Hold up. How many replies did you get?
Not one.
Okay. And you done had some gangsters on there, right?
Yeah. Not one.
Name some of those gangster highlight tapes you made and you emailed out.
Now, that was a long time ago. I wouldn't be able to name them. That was a long time ago.
I'm just saying the name, like Cook. Like Cook, you made a highlight tape for Cook?
No, these was kids that were trying to get into school, so I wouldn't be able to name it. Not like for.
Oh.
It doesn't matter who, but like you're saying, like it doesn't matter who it was. It was falling on deaf ears. It took me a few years to realize that, like, damn, like, I ain't never got a reply from none of these emails.
Never.
Not one.
Never. Mm-hmm.
So no, what you're saying, I understand. I believe what you're saying, but that makes sense.
And it's just like these Twitter accounts, right? A lot of these celebrity Twitter accounts, bro, they're not ran by them. They have a team of people that run that stuff. And they respond, and they respond on their behalf. You know what I'm saying? Because it's too much. That doesn't mean they don't have access to it and they can look at it. But a lot of the stuff that you see, you know, it's PR, dog. It's public relations. You know what I mean? Public relations. Yeah.
Damn.
Because think about it, that Twitter account is made for Glorilla's next concert. When she pressed send, or the PR people press send, it reached 4 million people instantly. Shout out to Glorilla on the DUI, man. That baby say, I'm Glorilla. That lady said, I don't give a damn. Put your hands behind your back.
She said, you know who I am?
I'm Glorilla.
You know who I am? That lady was like,
what she said?
Arrested?
No, you know what she said?
Who I
She
am?
said,
with that funny look.
You know what she said? You know who I am? Yeah, Glow. Now get out the car, turn around, and put your hands behind your back. You said
Glow.
You said, hold on, you said, Glow, in your song that you rather eat jail food. Well, guess what? We're gonna find out. Put your hands behind your back right now.
You know who I am?
Yeah, Glow.
Damn,
now
Glow.
Get out this car.
Damn, Glow, why they did you like that?
I feel bad for her. She was so drunk. They said she had a thing dangling out the shirt. She ain't even know it. I'm like, well, y'all wow, boy.
What thing? What?
She had a chicken breast hanging out. Know what I'm saying? She ain't even know it. They said, put that back in your shirt, please.
She was that drunk. She didn't look that drunk. Damn.
Maybe that's a woman thing. Do women not know that they thing be hanging out the shirt sometimes? Maybe I don't know.
These new women don't know where nothing hanging out. They hang so much out. Like the norm.
I don't know, man. Yeah, but yeah, we see that kind of stuff, man. When it comes to reporting, when it comes to recruiting and stuff, man. Yeah, we see that kind of stuff. It's not new. I'm sorry, really flawed. I just needed an answer. It's just a thumbs up, thumbs down to the answer. Any ladies in the building? Is it times you were just walking and didn't realize it? Maybe didn't catch the breeze or what? I don't know. I'm just asking. Because no, but seriously, that has happened. You've seen that a lot. Like you could be walking, you know, we had the crib, dog. You could be right there on the beach, blah, blah, blah. You'd be like, is that her? Oh, I guess it was. But anyway, Sam, matter of fact, Sam can answer. Sam, a lady. Sam, answer that for us. Do women not realize that they be hanging out the shirt sometime and they don't realize it's just exposed? I was just wondering. But anyway, Street, what's up with you, man? What you got going on this weekend?
Breeze, dog. Gotta be a breeze. I don't know, man. Might go rob a 7-Eleven or something, man.
I thought you were going to drop a new album.
That's an excitement to my life.
We on. Look at this. Look at this. See?
What's up?
So sometimes you do, and other times you can't tell.
You can't tell?
Shay, what's up? You ain't call in too, Shay. I'm hot with you. Say, hey, coach, it depends on the lady. Okay.
It depends on the lady. Some of these answers we get from women be wild. Some of them got titty detectors, some of them don't. It depends on the lady.
Somebody said, depend on D Hall says, my breast disease ain't that big that I can't feel the breeze. Shout out to D Hall. That's a new face in the building. I ain't seen D Hall. I know y'all be hiding in the bushes sometimes. She said because our bodies are different. You all got nerve endings on the end of your skin, don't it? When you scratch it, it itch, right? Or when it itches, you scratch it. I'm just saying, I don't know, man. But anyhow,
these answers are crazy, ain't they?
I know when I got plumber's crack, I'll be like, oh, damn, my butt crack hanging out. Like, you know what I'm saying?
It ain't gonna be like, oh no, man. Coach Hayes' crack may not work like mine, man. His breeze, he may not have breezes, may not tickle his neurons. You know, we don't say stuff like that, though. I don't know.
Anyway, man, let's get into your I don't see how. I got one for you that I think you will really enjoy this. You probably have seen this before. I think you'll enjoy it. It's Friday, man. Like I said, you showed me some love. I think it's kind of will show what you have been saying. But anyway, you got I don't see how?
You go first.
Damn. All right. I'm gonna go first. I hope this thing works. Gotta click the sound. All right, here we go. This is my I don't see how right here. You ready?
If you bought every iPhone since the first one in 2007, you spent $20,600. That's the amount you put out of pocket over that time period. Now, if you bought the stock, hear me now, you took the same amount of money you spent at that time for the iPhone, and I went back and made a chart so people could see it, and bought the stock. Today, all that adds up to $206 million. So it's like,
No.
yes, that's the real number. That's the real number. So we just don't teach people. We don't teach people to question their limiting beliefs, and we don't teach people to empower them. So if you bought every iPhone since the first one in 2007, you spent $20,600. That's the amount you put out of pocket over that time period. Now, if you bought the stock, hear me now, you took the same amount of money you spent at that time for the iPhone, and I went back and made a chart so people could see it, and bought the stock. Today, all that adds up to $206 million. So it's like,
No.
yes, that's the real number. That's the real number. So we just don't teach people. We don't teach people to question their limiting beliefs, and we don't teach them beliefs that empower them. So
that is unbelievable. Yeah, I've seen that clip before. And when it's broke down to you like that, though, that is a slap in the that is a slap in the face, but it says a lot. You know what I'm saying? It says a lot about investing and being a consumer, buying.
Mm-hmm. It does.
Yeah. Bro, that's a nasty number,
That's
though.
great. That's a nat 206 million. Bruh. And think about that. But here's the funny thing. 2007. He didn't say 1977.
No.
He said from 2007. So I'm telling you how these phones work. In this training, talking to my coworker, sometimes they'd be a little skeptical. And I was talking about the couple of Bitcoins that I purchased, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, man, this thing went down a lot because their boyfriend is a trader like that, whatever. They be trading. And she was like, yeah, blah, blah, blah. She said, but he lost a lot of money in it. Da, 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 da. So I said, yeah. So she said, how much you got in it? I said, as much as the iPhone costs, like that, just joking. Because she got an iPhone.
Right.
She said, yeah, well, I don't want to lose my money. I said, but you got an iPhone. How many iPhones have you? It just so happened, this is before I saw this. I said, you got an iPhone?
Right.
How much? I said, how many iPhones have you lost? I lost 2 on Coach. And guess what? You ain't get them back. That's $1,000 down the drain, right? So she was like, yeah. I was like, same thing. If I lose it, I can afford to lose it. But if it gains anything, it's only a bonus. She was like, dang. Well, that ain't no bonus he talking about. Boy, 206 million off of a $20,000 investment over time, though. Ain't like you put up 20 stacks right away, man. Matter of fact, let me go in here right now because you think I ain't been doing no research. Street, check your boy out. Alpha Roo, listen to me, boy. Hey, guess what? Coach Hayes know what halving is. Halving. Yeah, it's about to hit. It's about to hit. I've been doing my studies, dog. I told you I don't be playing with them. Huh? I know what time it is. Them bit miners.
Having spell it.
Halving. HALVING. Not having, but like cutting things in half. Come on, talk to your boy. You better stay off me, boy. Huh? Talk to me, Alpha Roo. Where you at? Where you at? Alpha Roo, he do that too, man. He do trading and stuff.
He in here?
Cool. Yeah, he right here. I don't know if he currently in here. I guess he is.
So you done did your little research, dog.
Well, look, I watched one YouTube video, boy. I'm finna go to Wall Street tomorrow. Ring the bell. Ding, 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 ding. Let's go, boy. Let's go, boy. Stop playing with me. I did one. I saw one little about it was a YouTube short, and so I'm an expert at this point. I'm an expert on trading. I know 2 terms, well, 3 terms: buy, sell, halving. I got it. I'm an expert. I wish I don't see how. Oh,
Listen,
I got
man,
another.
I'm gonna get a little serious with you, though. I don't see how. So the IRS, right? The IRS basically sent out a bunch of letters to a lot of people saying they got to come verify or come to the IRS to do one or two things: verify the name. They say it takes 5 minutes when you get there. Across the country,
I know what it's called.
literally, though, literally. 2 offices in Miami. So I don't know how it is in Georgia, Atlanta, but there's a whole TikTok about this at every place. Literally, my girlfriend got one. So I was like, babe, I'm gonna get up and go out there for you one early morning. I'm gonna go out there for you. We get in line and we'll get this done. I go out there, 6 o'clock in the morning. It's 300 people out there already. Hayes, I got in my car, turned around, and say, babe, listen. I don't know what the IRS doing, but that's poor people shit, fool. They trying to it's almost like it's almost like they're saying it's only something that people who really need their money would have to stand and do. Dog, and it made me feel like, oh no, I'm getting my car, baby. We get this, whatever you get back on in IRS, whatever you get back, we can get that later. Like it ain't that serious. You know what I'm saying? 300 people out there, dog. So, and people are standing out there from 4 o'clock in the morning to 6 o'clock in the afternoon.
See, I thought you were going with it, but I'm gonna tell you what I thought you were going with. I thought it was a sting. Like they, tell them to come in.
I don't think it's a sting. It's just, think about it. It's Texas, and they're saying, hey, listen, if we sent you a letter, you got to come verify. If you got to come verify, and it's almost like, who gonna come stand in line for 12 hours? Who gonna come stand in line for 6 hours? Who gonna come stand up here for 3 hours? Because somebody done figured out how to get you 3,000 back, 5,000 back, or whatever. Who gonna come stand in line if they gotta pay? So the question is, who is standing in line?
See, I'm confused. You know me, I'm big on context, so I hear what you're saying. I'm gonna definitely research it. But yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
You got something to
But here we go. It's gonna lit. But here we go. Who's standing in line? Is the question.
And I'm not going to jail. Hello, I'm at the IRS, and then they talking about they taking us to jail if we don't leave because 2 women had a fight, but they taking it out on all of us. All of us need our munions, and it's not right. People got kids. Anything goes.
Yeah. How long were you waiting in line?
I've been waiting for hours. You feel me? And we want our million. I ain't going nowhere back for my return. I need my money. Real time. And this ain't right what they doing. And that's going to be a bad disrespect. They better know it today at the IRS. Yeah. I need all mine. All 7,000 of mine, baby. All of it.
7,000 she got coming back. Some people was like, 7,000? Damn, I had to pay. I'm thinking about, what the fuck? She working? So the question is, who, you know what I'm saying, would stand in line? It's tax time, Hayes. A lot of people got to pay. Some people got to pay. Some people get back $100 for $500. You get what I'm saying? Like for businesses, it's tax time. It's a time where businesses don't like, they're trying to figure out how to do this, how to do that. They saying, you confused, huh? I believe it has a lot to do with the scammers. I believe it has a lot to do with the scammers and deterring the scammers, right?
That's true. That's true. 5
years from now. Remember that year? Remember that time that the IRS had all them people standing in line, and it deters the scammers, I believe. But in the midst of that, they dragging the people. You know what I'm saying? They dragging the working class. That's what I get out of it.
So, all right, just based on that, because I have no context. I thought you were finna tell me they call all these people in and they arrested 4,000 people across the country. I thought it was one of those. That's why I started laughing.
It takes 5 minutes. I heard it's nothing. It takes 5 minutes and you're done.
So here's my question. First of all, I do want to bring up something about the scammer. We could talk about it. I don't know if you know about scammers, but I don't want to change the subject yet. I'm still tired of the media portraying us like this, dog. I know somebody in there with their shirt tucked in, they was like, oh no, his shirt tucked in, don't get him. She got 10 rollers in her head. No, we need somebody with 20 rollers. She got on pajamas. Perfect. Like, golly, bro.
Only Yeah, now being the media on this other side, I understand why they do it. The question is, why is it always somebody there for it? I understand why they do it. Because walking up to Tyrone with the suit on, who's gonna talk well, is not good TV. But
And
walking up
articulate his
to
point. Yeah.
Bertha talking about Munyons, oh, we got us one. Well, we finna get boss gonna love this clip.
Hey, and shout out to old punk Candace Owens around here. There's no such thing as man, whatever. That's all calculated. I ain't gonna get no.
There's no such thing as what?
Racism. Come on, dog. That's all perpetuated. That's propaganda. But anyway, I'm gonna leave that alone. I'm not going to the street. It's Friday, and I got my cane juice. But
I think. Yeah. I think it's one. It's having compassion. It's having compassion for the people. You know what I'm saying? Having compassion for the people you're interviewing, and if you don't have any compassion for them, you know what I'm saying? You're going to just put anybody up there.
Well, I think here's the thing. Is the reporter that way, or is it the producer that's in their ear saying, Is it you gotta remember the reporter just standing there with a microphone. And they probably get them, hey, you need to, if you're gonna interview somebody.
In those situations, it's probably a reporter and a camera guy. It's probably like a 2-man team. They probably not even on TV yet, right? And he's just they're walking around. So the camera guy a lot of times is a guy with the experience.
But it's a live feed into there. It's not live, but they can see what the camera sees.
Sometimes. It's quite on how they did it. We don't know how they did it, but sometimes. And I think but in that situation, bro, listen, because I was out there for 10 minutes and I went and got in my car and felt dirty and when he got in my car, went back home.
So hold up, Street. I'm gonna bring up something.
They could have did that. They could have interviewed anybody, but that was like in Atlanta, I think.
All right. So I'm gonna ask this question, right? I'm not gonna pose it necessarily to you because I don't remember. But this is very similar. And I know we're going over this Freestyle Friday. F that job. That's very similar to when people tell these players, don't sign that NIL deal. That's stupid. Right? Like Dexter, what's his name? Gervin Dexter from Florida. The 15% for the next 25 years.
Right.
He's starving. That's why you can get people to stand in the sun for 7 hours. I mean, for $7,000 for 12 hours. Because they need their munions. But let's be real. How many people making $7,000 in 12 hours? Right?
Not many.
Not many. She don't have no, I'm not saying her, but whoever these people are may not have a savings. They need that munion. And so that's what happens. So you willing to stand out there. You weren't willing to do it, right, Street? Why? Because you ain't starving. But guess what?
Right.
If them ribs was touching that back, you've been standing out. You've been standing out there for your money.
No, but if you think about
onions,
if you think about tax time, right? Like, hey, I don't know if you get money back or don't get money back. Like a lot of people have to pay. Like a lot of times, my girlfriend
follow Donald Trump. I don't do no tax.
Pay or get $500 back, or like that wouldn't be something you would stand in line for. You see what I'm saying? The question is, who around tax time is so eager to file their taxes that they will stand in line to do it? Am I making sense?
Yeah, but Street, there's a lot of people, bro. Do you not understand? It's people file their taxes on January 2nd, dog. I know, but that's why they do it, because they want to get that money.
I got baby mamas. I got kids. I know.
No, but you said, but you said who would stand in line? That's why I'm confused.
No. I'm asking you. Think about what I'm asking you.
Okay,
right? Who would stand in line? Like, it's tax time. You may have to pay. Some people dread that day. Who's all these people that's standing in line saying it's tax time, like it's Christmas, and they're willing to stand in line to get their, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You ain't following what I'm saying, though. You ain't
I know
following what I'm saying.
No, I had to listen. You're talking about the kind of people that would stand in line for that? Like poor people, like you
Yeah,
just said?
because I think because before a long time, a lot of times, some people look at tax time as Christmas time. You know what I'm saying? They look at tax time as payday time.
I'm finna go
right?
buy a car. Yeah, I'm finna go buy a
Right.
car.
Right. And they look at tax time, and it becomes like a thing, like tax time. That's when the money comes. Tax time. But everybody don't look at tax time like that. It's like some people with businesses and things, they dread tax time. It's like, dang, get the accountant in here. We gotta figure out how to hide some of this money. Tax time is not Christmas time.
Well, yeah, but you got people so yes, you're right, but you got people that's also in different categories, right? You got business owners and so forth and so on. But for the I hate to say it this way, but for the common man or for the common American,
an employee,
or people who do things, like they looking for that tax return to maybe redo their kitchen or whatever. They kind of budget tax returns to maybe take that vacation. Or I know some people who use their tax return to put it toward their kid education fund. Like
I saw a chick save 2 of them and get her titties did.
True story.
Those are the people who they open in 2 offices and saying, hey man, y'all go figure out. We're gonna have 500 people here, we're gonna give out 100 tickets, y'all come back next month.
And then they ain't gonna tell if it's hanging out the t-shirt or not. But to your point, that's the thing, right? So same thing when we got the stimulus checks. The stimulus checks would help you get through, but people were at the Gucci store. Who are those people, right? People at the Fendi store. People going to get the Birkin bag. Like, it's only $600 or $1,400, whatever it was. Like I said, I went and bought a camera and a laptop. Thank you, Trump. Appreciate you. You kept the YouTube channel alive. My dog.
No, man. By no means am I rich or even close to being rich. But when I walking out there, it felt like I'm not doing this for money. I'm not doing this. Hey man, I'm coming back home. I hit like, hey, listen, this ain't this is a different beast. There's something else going on out here. I'm out.
All right.
That money, we get that money on in November or July or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It ain't going nowhere.
All right, Mike. I probably should have skipped this.
How you spell money?
Let's see if we can address this. I'm feeling a little froggy today on a Friday. Mike, I like you. Mike, you always here. So let me make sure I'm reading this properly. Your hero lies nonstop, makes promises, doesn't recruit right. If it was a white coach, media be slamming him. Sad pulling the race card when Demon looks like a fool. I guess Dion looks like a fool.
Dion.
Mike, that's a little rough now, Mike. I know you
read it again. Read it again. Your hero lies nonstop. He talking to you?
You know, he's talking
Dion.
He's talking about Deion Sanders. Yeah.
He's a hero?
He may be responding. That's the only thing about the chat I will say.
Yeah.
Sometimes we read these and we don't know who you're responding to because you may. Right. And here's what a lot of people also don't realize. If you pause the video or you watch it and it's back about 5 or 10 minutes, you're responding to something 5 minutes ago, but it comes up live. So that's why I always like to ask. Context matters. Your hero lies nonstop, makes promises, doesn't recruit right. If he was a white coach, media be slamming him. Sad pulling the race card when Demon, I guess he's saying Dion looks like a fool. Wow, Mike.
I think the medium tried to slam him. And what happens is it gets neutered by the kids sitting down and articulating, hey, what they're doing. And it's like, oh, that ain't that far-fetched. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's what kind of neutered it, because them actually saying, yeah, we rather talk to the kids. Like we ain't gotta wait on him. He can't even talk to them.
Right. True story. Yeah. Let me get ahead of this.
Right. Right. So what I'm saying is, Mike, I think what we're looking at is a lot of unorthodox things going on. Right. Some of them may be working, some of them may be not working. But the way Saban them was doing business, we know for a fact only worked for Saban and Oregon and Georgia, and everybody can't play that game. So when somebody starts playing a different game, it's like, button up, coach. That's kind of bush league. What y'all doing over there? You ain't taking any home visits? And I think he's just doing something different. I just think he's doing something different, and people don't like it, whether it's gonna work or whether it's not gonna work. You feel me? It got him what, 8 linemen, so that didn't work, right, Hayes?
9. I'm sorry, somebody corrected me. Shout out to Adam, man, new member. It's 11 linemen. I'm sorry, I said 9.
He got him 11 linemen, so he kind of failed there. But his son got some pass catchers, so he kind of succeeded there. It got Shadur's DM full of kids that want to come. It's a win. But it's not just them. You see Cam Ward on live with your boy this morning saying, "Who is Damian Martinez?" Somebody ping him in the live. Let's get him in our live right now. We're gonna get him here.
I know my coach went to his house and he was a transfer. And that's why he's known as a gangster recruiter. My coach went to his house. That boy went in there. Hey.
Boy gassed up the jet.
That boy came in there. That boy came in there with that cafecito. You want some, partner? Hey, cafecito and the Snicker bar. Get that Snicker bar, boy. We're gonna be here for a while. Boy, pour that thing.
That boy went straight to Texas. They weren't even waiting for the last visit. They like, nah.
This ain't Texas.
It's that's that year 3 energy. It's year 3.
I think Mario Cristobal ran over there. That boy Loafers was on fire, dog.
Gas up the jet. Nah. Gas up the jet. It's year 3.
Hey.
11 and 12.
11 and 12. We ain't even 500, y'all.
We 11 and 12.
I'm getting paid $80 million. And we ain't even 500. Calle Ocho getting a little disgruntled right now. And I'm 11 and 12. I ain't even 500. And I'm getting $80 million. I'm getting $8 million a year. Hey, some got to change, dog. And I mean, right now, we going straight. Yep. Hey, we going to Texas, but where you at, boy? You ready? Huh? You ready?
Gas it up.
I'm just saying. That's all I know. And can I say this? And I do think this is a point. Shayla said it's only elevated because it is the Sanders. Yes. Right. And to that point, but I think this is what comes with the camera. When you film things, you open, like the window works both ways. It's not a one-way mirror. And I'm not saying this to you, Shayla, but I'm just talking about why it is hyped up. Yes, it is the Sanders, but they've also added an element too of, I'll call it transparency through the well-off media where you film everything. So therefore, you give people even more content to critique and to come up with other content, right? Think about this. All the content creators that follow Colorado, if they didn't have daily content to use from well-off media and all the things exposed, what does their content look like now? This is no knock to them. I'm asking a question. What does their content now look like? Because everything that they put out gives them content to create content. I hope that makes sense. Does that make sense, Street, what I said?
Yeah, it does.
So if you look at all of the other channels, and this is no knock, I praise those guys. They come out with 4, 5, 6 videos a day. Salute to them. But imagine if they didn't have a well-off media or pregame show or reach the people, and it was a traditional look, right? Press conference here and there, a DM. I had to listen to Street talk about it a little bit, then make some because he went to practice, that kind of stuff. What would Colorado content creators do on a daily basis? It would look way different than it does today because they don't have content to create content. So, yes, when Coach Prime does anything, it's big because he hot as fish grease. You got umpteen thousand Colorado channels now, which is a great thing, and they're all going to talk about it. They're all going to talk. And this is a slow time in football right now. Slow time. So, yeah, I totally get it. But as everybody been saying the past couple of days, all universities are doing this.
Mm-hmm.
All universities, from the NAIAs to the Power 5 to whatever, they all doing this.
And if they not, boy, they behind the power curve. They kids.
No, they
need,
lose.
They losing.
They losing. They losing.
Boy, they
Yeah, they
behind the
losing.
power
It's just
curve.
what it is. Yeah, they losing. So anyway, man, trying to see what we got. We got any updates real quick on the transfer portal before we get up out of here? And I do want to bring up one thing that's crazy since you brought up scammer. Nope, the last transfer portal entered for the day is Red Martell from Kansas. Red Martell from Kansas. I'm trying to see if there any big time. Here's what I'll say, man. Speaking of scammers, man, did you hear about the 81-year-old man that shot the Uber driver?
No.
Street, where you been, dog?
Sleep.
Street. All right, I'm gonna tell you this story, though. I know y'all heard it in the chat. 81-year-old guy, because you brought the word scammers, it triggered me. 81-year-old man is in the house. He's been getting phone calls all day. They saying somebody incarcerated. I might jack this up. Kangaroo's biting, so y'all chill out. They need you to send $12,000 because such and such for a ransom. Old guy, 81 years old.
Right.
The scammers sent an Uber to the man's house because they said they're going to send somebody to the house for it. The Uber driver pulls up because the Uber was ordered.
Oh, no. This is horrible.
Oh, it's horrible, bro. The man, I mean, it's a lady Uber driver. It's a lady Uber driver. The old dude comes out with the John Wayne, right? He ends up shooting the lady.
Oh, man.
He thinks that she is part of the scam.
Of course.
Yeah. Bro, that's terrible. And I don't know if this guy's going to go to jail. I mean, he's 81. Based on the circumstances, I don't know how
you think he should go to jail?
I don't know, bro. Like, I don't know because
okay.
I don't know.
Ahead.
I'm just in my mind. Yes, he killed someone.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I see people. I'm leaving race out of this because I don't think this is racial. You know,
what was their race?
It was
old
an
white man,
and it was an older black Uber driver. She was like limping. She wasn't like no young kid or nothing. She was an older limping around. But the reason I'm leaving race out of it because I think you can insert whoever you want there. I think age makes the difference. And I'm just saying to myself, should he go to jail?
Okay.
I had to pause. Was it? Yes, but I don't know if it's murder, manslaughter, maybe. Definitely it's probably be manslaughter. Yes, he killed someone. But all of this is perpetuated through these scam artists, dog.
So everybody just close their eyes. Somebody calling you all day trying to get money for you and say they're going to send somebody to your house and then somebody show up. Just do you go outside and negotiate with them? Because for everybody in the comment section that don't know, you could send anything in the Uber. You could send somebody playing cards. You could send somebody a dog. You could send somebody a plate of pork chops. There's a section on Uber where you can just sit because we used to send our cameras and our camera equipment to each other all the time in the Uber. Mm-hmm. You don't have to. There's a section in Uber where it turns into FedEx, like local FedEx.
Right. And it's faster.
If somebody is saying that if somebody's trying to scam you, then they say we're going to send somebody to your house, and then they send somebody. No, now that I'm thinking, I'm looking in the chat. No, you don't go outside and shoot them. You do call the police.
Yeah, I know. Do me a
don't.
favor. I put it in the back chat.
Now that I'm thinking.
I put it in the back. I know, but I think I'm missing an element. I put it in the back chat, if you don't mind. Because I don't know what made him come out. And you're right. But you have to remember, I don't know if this is an 81-year-old man suffering from dementia. I don't know the I don't know all the circumstances, right? I don't know. He shot her a couple of times. I think she shot him once. She started fighting him back. He was bleeding in the head, and then he ended up.
She shot him?
Again. I mean, he shot her. I'm sorry. I apologize. He shot her. All right, you ready? You got the video? Yeah, you got it. All right.
The video.
Oh, shoot, I'm sorry.
Yeah, hey, good morning, Janae. This is the first time we're hearing what William Brock told deputies in the moments after the shooting, warning the video may be tough to watch.
You're going to be in trouble.
This morning, new body camera video showing authorities on the phone with the person they believe is behind the scam that led to this deadly confrontation between an Uber driver and an Ohio homeowner last month. The new video showing investigators at the home of 81-year-old William Brock after he fatally shot 61-year-old Lolitha Hall. Brock says he believed Hall was involved with scammers who had repeatedly called him that morning demanding $12,000.
Because I've been on this phone for a couple hours with this guy trying to say he had a nephew in jail needing bond money, and what this woman was supposed to him. Yeah, figured it.
But authorities say Hall was also targeted by scammers and was directed through the Uber app to pick up a package at Brock's home.
Oh, Lord.
A detective speaking with the supposed scammer.
May I ask who I'm talking to?
Yeah, this is the officer speaking.
Okay, what officer?
Yeah,
No, I need to know what officer, sir.
you're going to be in trouble.
Okay. Let me ask you this. The female you sent over here, you know who she is?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Well, she's been in an accident. And this is actually an officer. It's Detective Cruz with the Clark County Sheriff's Office.
The alleged scammer saying he'd meet with authorities but never showed up. Brock now facing multiple charges, including murder, appearing in an Ohio courtroom Wednesday where he entered a not guilty plea. And Brock is out on bond. Those scammers have not been caught. Michael?
All right, thank you. Just sad, and thank you so much for that.
Protect the skin.
What was that?
You know what, Street? I'll say this part too. People say going outside.
What was that Michael Strahan was on? What was that?
Yeah, it's Good Morning America. That was Good Morning America.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
So here's what's funny too. Here's what's funny.
Not funny.
Well, you know what I'm saying. Here's ironic. Here's what's ironic. Because this really bothering me, dog. Because I got a mom up in age. Shout out to the teammates. Ray telling us to watch movies like The Beekeeper. You see Felicia Rashad, she gets scammed. She got scammed in that movie out of millions of dollars. She was running a nonprofit. They had like $5 million. They scammed her out of the money. She ended up committing suicide and it's a movie. It's a movie. But I was just saying that we see this so much that these people call all the time. They take your whole livelihood because you think somebody's in trouble. But anyhow, what I was saying was when someone came to the door, you heard her say, "Hello, sir." He may not know at the time in which he came outside. See, we say, "Oh, he shouldn't have came outside." But he may not know that this person is tied to this incident. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You get a ring at your doorbell, or it sounded like he was standing outside already. And she
that's hard. That is horrible for her to say, "I'm here to pick up a package," but she's doing her job. But I didn't think she's supposed to get out the car.
If she's picking, but he may have been outside because it looked like she didn't go to the door. And she may have got out and said, "Hey, sir, I'm here to pick up a package." But I think when you pick up a package, you could pick it up. Because how you going to get it to your car? Or get it in? Do they open your door, put the package in, close the door?
But once he sees she's 60 years old and he still shoot her, that's just out of anger, bro. I'm sorry.
I'm not saying you right or wrong. I'm not saying.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's just out of anger and yeah. Once you see she's 60,
hell, I'm 81.
You in the house?
He was outside. You see what she? You're not wrong. You're 100% right. You are not wrong. You are not wrong.
Gonna blow up your house? for money.
You're 1,000% correct. He should have went in the house. You're right. You're right. I think I'm more pissed at the scammers with this bull crap, and we know we could do something about it, dog. Like it's out of control, bro.
Well, Hayes, I mean, that's if the scammer is sitting at a house and it's some goofy kids. But if it's a guy that's somewhere and he's impoverished, you know what I'm saying? He desperate himself. Like, who knows? It could be anywhere. It could be another country. It could be this could be. You know how you see people on the side of the road with the lady and the kids, and they like help us. But if you really pay attention, like they're with somebody in a car, and it's like, what is that? Like,
yeah, it's a whole scam. Yeah. It's a whole thing. Shout out to y'all. Go watch The Beekeeper. That's what this is all about, scammers. But bro, like I say, right there by my job, you see people get dropped off in the van, and they got their little signs, and there's a dude that drive. This guy, he drop them off in the van at different intersections. He come back in 4 or 5 hours with some sandwiches, and he come back another 4 hours and pick them up. Now I don't know where they go, but that's their job. And matter of fact, here's the best part. On YouTube, y'all go check this out. On YouTube, they have these. I don't know what the guy's name is, but he busts these scammers where he's a computer hacker and he hacks their computer and shows their internet, their IP address. He cuts their camera on, and they don't even realize it. I love that kind of stuff, though. I forgot his name. It's a bunch of
that's worth watching. That is interesting.
No, but here go the best part. They got like the voice disguiser where he act like he's an old lady. He'd be like, "Hey, baby, yes, it's me." He'd be on there 4 or 5 hours with them. They be trying to get money from him, and then the whole time he's hacking their computer system. Yeah, it's pretty good though.
That's gangster. That's some superhero shit right there.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, cool. Those videos funny, but dog, it might be 2-hour video, but nah.
That's on YouTube.
Dog, just put a computer hacker exposed or something. Dog, they got the camera that they turn the dude camera on, and then he'd be like, "Hey, I like that blue shirt you got on," and they'd be like, trying to hide.
Oh shit!
Scammer payback. There you go, Scorpio. There you go, Scorpio. Scammer payback, bro. Those are the best videos in the world, dog. And here's the thing: they in call centers, dog. Like you got call centers. Shout out to all them PRC workers back in the day from Miami. They used to work in PRC, but they got whole call centers. These people scamming you. Hey, can I tell you a quick story about scamming, and we get out of here?
Talk to me.
All right. I get scam calls all the time, because I've had this number since 2000. So my number probably been shared more than a lot lizard. Shout out to Angel in the building. So a dude calls me one day, right? I can hear the voice. I don't want to sound biased, but y'all know what voice I'm talking about. And he says, "Hello, sir." He said, "How you doing today? What's your name?" I said, I don't know. Like that. He said, "Okay, blah, blah, blah."
I don't know.
So he says, "My name is such a," they always got a funny name. Like my name is Jimmy, and I'm calling, what did he say I'm calling from? Oh, I'm calling from a company because we found a rental car that was in an accident, and we found 21 credit cards, and we found 25 pounds of cocaine, right? Mm-hmm. So I said, "Oh man, what?" He said, "Have you ever been to San Antonio, Texas?" I said, "I sure have." He said, "Yeah." He said, "Now, the car was registered in your name. It was a black Altima registered in your name. It had 21 credit cards with a bunch of different people's names on it. We found out they were stolen and 21 pounds of cocaine in it, or 25 pounds of cocaine in it." I'm like, "What?" He said, "Now listen, the FBI and the ATF are on the way to your house. I can stop them. All right." I said, "Can you really, please?" He said, "Yeah, but it costs money because it's a lot that goes into this paperwork. I got to pay people." I said, "Please, sir, I don't want to get arrested." So he's going on, he's talking. He said, "I need you to go get a Visa gift card." He says, "There a Walgreens or a CVS by you?" I said, "Yeah, right on the corner." I said, "But I only have cash." He said, "Good, you can take that cash." "How much cash you have?" $10,000. He said, "Okay, good. You can do 9,000. That'll work. I'll take 1,000 off." So he talking yada yada. I got him on it like 45 minutes because I ain't got nothing to do. I'm chilling. So after a while, I say, hold on, I got a question. You say you found 21 credit cards? He said, yes. He said, but you got to hurry up because they're on the way. I think they're around the corner. I said, okay. I said, you found 25 pounds of cocaine? He said, yeah. I said, motherfucker, kilo. I said, cocaine come in kilos, man. Right? That dude say,
Oh,
go. No, what? Fuck you. I hope you go to jail. And he hung up the phone. I'm just saying, dog, like, come on, man. Because he kept saying,
I'm trying to understand what was your threat? Why was I didn't understand, like, what was your danger?
They were saying because everything was in my name, that this car was wrecked out and the ATF was coming because I had rented the car. They found the cocaine in there. I was responsible for it, and they were coming to arrest me.
Oh, and they were going to stop the ATF from coming?
Right. But dog, can I tell you this, Street? You know how many people they get? I'm telling you. They get people.
That was the worst scam ever.
Ever. When he said it, he said 25 pounds of cocaine. I say, it was 25 pounds? He said, yes. I said, I thought cocaine came in kilos, mother. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, these are the things, but believe this or not, Street, if he makes 100 of those calls a day and he gets one for $9,000, he made $9,000 in a day. If he gets two, he made 18. So if you make 100, and these computers, all the time, like you say, IRS doesn't call you. The IRS does not call you. I have a cousin where they do not pick up the phone and call you. You call them. And when older people get on there and, oh, we see your IRS, it happens all the time, dog, because they don't know any better. They probably don't have family like that. They can't get hold of their daughter or son. They get nervous because of technology. My mama go through that right now. She'll be on her computer and the big Microsoft thing come up. Please dial this number to fix this from Microsoft. Microsoft ain't having you call. They want you to now call the call center so you can get scammed. And so my mom don't know about computers like that, bro. So what she think is something wrong. I said, Mom, if that ever happened, close the computer, shut it down, unplug it. I'll take care of it. And they do that. Think about it. Imagine if you make 10 of those calls a day and you get just one. 100 of those calls, you get one. That's 1%. That's all you need is $9,000. You make $9,000 a day, dog. 10 grand, 5 grand, 8 grand.
Who the fuck? Like,
Street, we not old yet, dog. But we
the
not
worst
old.
scam ever, dog.
I guarantee it worked on somebody because they keep doing it. We not old. Bro, student loans, same thing. Sir, I work for a company that can lower your student loans. That's another one. Oh, man, can you? Yes, we lower student loans by 25%. If you give us half, we'll take it down 25%. So if you owe 100,000, we take 25,000 off right now. How much can you put on it to get this program started? Man, I got like 8 grand. Okay, that's enough to get it started. All right. And then we can put you on monthly payments for $400. You can afford that, can't you? Not really. Okay, well, what about 3? They don't want the monthly payment. They want you to put it down. Well, what about 300? That's pushing it. All right, hold on. Let me talk to my supervisor. They put you on hold. Dude be out there picking in there.
Man.
All right, I just talked to my supervisor. He said the lowest I can go today. He said the lowest I can go today is $250. All right, but you gotta put 8,000 down, bro. 8,000 gone. You ain't getting it back.
I remember when they used to do Cash App. It was something like Cash App me $100 and we'll send you back $500. Yeah. It was something stupid. It was something stupid like that. Like, and it would have people saying, hey, we did it, it worked. We did it, it worked. And I would tell my girl at the time, I'd be like, listen, the only thing in that transaction is real is you sending them money.
That's it.
Like, the hope that they may send back 10 times what you sent them is just hope. The only thing that's real is you sending them money. Oh no, bro. I don't know. I'm kind of hard to fool.
You are
like
the street.
Because only because I'm very like savvy when it comes to the internet, bro. I remember one time we were out of town and we needed some workers to work the party, like to pass out food and stuff like that. Just some workers to work, some girls to work. So we went to Craigslist to see, because they got the job section in Craigslist to get some girls to work the draft party, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we contacted a few. And then a dude contacted me back and said he was the Mexican mafia or the Mexican mob or whatever it's called, right? Tell you, Hazy, this guy real deep, the cartel. And he said his name was this Ray Suarez with the Mexican cartel, and we saw you was trying to get our girls to come out and work. Yada, yada, yada. One of them said you disrespected her, and we don't play that. I was like, this is on a text message, right? I was like, what? Yeah. So blah, blah, blah. And basically it got to the point where he was trying to say, you're going to have to pay or the mob is going to have to come see you. I was like, man, get the fuck out of here. Hey, this is where it got dicey. He said, we know you and your whole family. That motherfucker texted me my whole family tree, address where everybody lived at. Hey, but he texted me a lot of people in my family, addresses to where they live, some of the addresses I lived at, right? Right? Now, to the naked, to a person who doesn't have a clue. See, now this to me is like real. Like to a person who doesn't have a clue, that would have scared the fuck out of them.
Correct.
Dog, only because I'm so savvy on the internet and I've had to do all these things and very, really good with the internet, I laughed at that shit when I saw it. I was like, bro, this is public information, bro. Block the fool. I ain't heard from him since. That was a year ago.
The street, that happened. A homeboy of mine, this happened too. Right? We know him. We know him. Bro, they called him, told him his daughter was we had his daughter for ransom. Send some money. Right? I'm gonna show you how savvy they get. He like, yeah, okay. He go to call his daughter, she don't answer. Phone going straight to voicemail. Right? Phone going
everybody saying it happened to them in the text. Everybody saying it happened to him.
Bro, the phone go to voicemail. Now he nervous. He can't get in contact. He called the school. They can't get in contact with her. I'll tell you why in a second. He started running over to the Western Union of money, right? Because he can't get in contact with her. Guess what? They knew it was test day at the school. Her phone would be off. The school got to now locate her testing site. Like, you see what I'm saying? So it's taking, but I'm saying how the thought process. So now he nervous. They like, look, you got 20 minutes. So they know in 20 minutes, he gonna probably try to, but 20 minutes, you got to go, blah, 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 blah. Now it's your daughter. You can't get in contact with her. Oh, $1,000. That's it? Now I got $1,000. I ain't gonna let my baby get killed. Don't call no police. $1,000, man, I can give you $1,000. That's my baby. I'm just saying, but it happens all the time, and they playing the odds. Like dudes say, an ugly dude in the club, if he holler at every woman in the club, he probably gonna walk out of there at least with one number, dog. That's all he needs, just one.
Wow, man.
For 8 hours, think about this. For 8 hours, you call 100 people. Streeter, you can start your business tomorrow saying, hey, call them. I need you to sign up for Footballville. They don't even know what the hell that is. For $499, sign up for Footballville. You'll get one person a day. I promise you will.
Yeah.
You know why I know? But you know why I know? I used to work for MCI WorldCom. You remember that? MCI, long distance.
I remember.
Bro, MCI. We sit on the headset, and that thing go beep in your headset. Hello, yeah, please speak to Mr. Streeter. Yeah, this is Mr. Streeter. How you doing, sir? You still fly with US Airways? Huh? Yeah, you travel a lot. You still fly with US Airways? Yeah. Well, US Airways and MCI WorldCom have merged together to give you the greatest and best long-distance rates possible. Really? Yeah, you still call people out of town, right? You got a daughter, a sister.
Sound just like a scammer, boy. You scaring me over here.
It's a script. Your family out of town, right? I see you're in Florida, but don't you got family out of the state? Yes. Okay, well, you still call them, right? I know you love them, so you got to make those phone calls. So why not do it for the cheapest rate possible? Right now, we're giving you 3 cents a minute, sir, when AT&T is giving you 5 cents a minute. Those 2 seconds give you 10 more minutes on the average call with your loved ones. That's how, bro, that's how it works.
You see him, Serrano, either he went to acting school.
They pay. No, listen, I'm gonna tell you what it was, dog. I'm gonna tell you how we made so much money. We used to have shirts called "Keep a Comma in Your Paycheck." Bro, keep a comma in your paycheck, dog. Now think about what I'm about to tell you, Street. I'm gonna show you how they get you. They would give us, say, for example, they call it a cycle, right? A 10-day cycle.
Mhm.
If you average, let's say, 2 calls a day, if I turn over 2 lines to MCI a day, they gave me $100. No, they gave me $20. If I got 4, they gave me $100.
Mm-hmm.
If I doubled it and 1 international caller, I made $100. So I made $100 that day on top of, right? On top of my hourly wage. In that cycle period, if I was supposed to turn over 200 lines and I turned over 400 lines, my bonus was $1,500 on top of the $100 I made every day.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, that's motivation. I'm going through them calls.
Boop, boop,
boop, boop. Hello, how you doing, Miss Johnson? Boop. Just like that dude be selling the spray stuff, cleaning up. He own it. You know what I'm talking about? You ever seen him?
Yeah.
He be like, oh, you got to scrub and go back and forth like Aaliyah. You never
Well,
seen that dude?
Yeah, there's a new dude out there now talking about donating to pets and stuff like that. Listen, bro, let's get up out of here, man.
Mr. Hillman said, go ahead.
On a
Got
Friday.
night, folks.
9 o'clock on a Friday, man. Let's get on up out of here, bro.
Man, I feel I had to give the people some love, man. I was late yesterday. I'm sorry, man. But we here to rock. I thought we were gonna break that 1,000 mark. We at 967, dog. But anyway,
let me go ahead and fire up for you. You better get it started. Let me go ahead and get it.
No, take your hands off the chat GPT, dog. Put your hands in the air, dog. Put your hands in the air. Come off the dome with it. Come off the dome with it.
We're gonna get it started, dog.
No, get up the chat.
I see it.
Get up the
I
chat.
see it. I see it.
We only got one. Here we go. Street.
Oh,
Here we go.
what I see.
Yeah. Do it. We only got one. You got one, and I got one, and that's it. Just one. Just one. And we're gonna end it after that. I got one for you.
Go.
Footballville mama goal so far back in her mouth when she smiled, it looked like an earring.